Hello guys, and welcome to episode 23 of my Rome 2 Total War campaign. Caesar and Gaul playing as the Romans. Today we are going to be continuing by dealing with the rebels that we have left. So last time we managed to get rid of the rebels up here, I believe, which was like the Bituriges rebels or whatever. And then over here we have the Raurisi rebels, and then down near Vienna we have the Allobroges rebels. So it looks like the 3rd Legion will be able to get to Vienna to help defend that pretty quickly. We're going to be able to move the 2nd Legion out of Avaricon, and I think I'm going to do that straight away with a forced march stance. We'll get him down towards the 3rd Legion because the happiness is still pretty decent in Gergovia, so that's fine. And we're going to start building a consecrated ground there with the remaining money we have this turn. I was thinking maybe we should use Gnaeus Verenicellius to try and disrupt this army. I'm not sure if that's going to actually be able to happen. We don't have any money to do so, but I don't think the disruption will do much anyway. We can maybe go ahead and try an assassination attempt that will get rid of the probably Oathsworn that are leading that army, which will make it maybe easier to defend Vienna next turn, but I'm not entirely sure. Vienna's probably lost anyway. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe cancelling the consecrated ground build here and then using the money to try and assassinate this guy. But like I say, I'm not sure it's going to make too much of a difference. You go with the higher assassins because that has the highest positive outcome. So enemy wounded, that will stop him being used for this turn, I think. So that's good. We've got the 1st Legion who can be moved on, but we don't really want to attack the Raurisi rebels yet. We'll let them come to us so I can be reinforced by the 5th Legion. So that looks like everything done for this turn. And by the way, if you have noticed, I have upped the graphics a bit, so hopefully the campaign map looks a bit better now. The household expands, let's not ignore these. We don't want that, so we're going to send that to the pool. And this one, +1 zeal, +5% chance of wounding enemy agents in self-defense. We can replace that one because we don't really have any trade agreements at the moment. So that'll do. Right, let's move straight on to the next turn. Well, this is interesting. Not something that I've seen the AI do before. Doesn't look like the Germans want the rebels near their lands. So they've decided to come out of their own lands into what is now my lands and decided to attack these rebels for me. Okay. Well, the enemy army is pretty insane. They have axe warriors, short swords, spear warriors, light horse and skirmishers, and an Oathsworn unit. The Germans have Woden as spears, they have club levy, they have spear levy, and Germanic youths. So I'm not sure really if the Germans would be able to deal with this on their own, but luckily they have my 1st Legion as a reinforcement, so this could get really interesting. And we also have our garrison army, but they're not really going to do much with like 56 plebs. It looks a bit silly. And 28 Celtic skirmishers. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the Germans for helping me out with this, but it makes me question the use of my 5th Legion, I think. Anyway, let's take this opportunity and go ahead and fight it on the battle map. So we are technically reinforcing, so I don't think we need to really wait for the battle to start, but let's just have a quick look at our enemy's deployment. We've got a couple of spear units here with light horse. Looks like they're going to go over this fjord, but the majority of the Germans' army is sitting right here, and well, it looks like the Germans might want to be attacking across the fjord there, although they are the defensive ones. So maybe the Raurisi will stay on this side, and the Germans will try and cross. in which case the Raurisci will win. But if the Raurisci try and attack the Germans, then the Germans would win. And the reason for that is because the fjord, I think, decreases the fighting effectiveness of your troops. So if the Raurisci push across and then the Germans are defending around the edge here, the Raurisci will lose their combat effectiveness, even though they have better units. Anyway, let's start the battle. Get my men into the field. I think the game is... I think the game will be sped up a little bit. Yeah, it will, until my units actually get onto the field. But you can see here, I've got my legionaries coming up. We'll wait until all of our men get onto the field, and then I'll sort out a formation in order to walk towards the enemy. So it looks like both armies want to engage each other. You got the club levy of the Germans running across. These light horse being peppered by the Germanic youths. Wow, that was a huge volley there. Almost all of those light horse died before they even did anything. Wow. Okay, so Germans already with a big advantage. We've got our army on the field now, so let's get them moving. We probably have to run them up to the top here, just so that we actually have an active participation in this battle. Just sorting out all my men. Legionaries at the front, skirmishers behind, as usual. But I'm tempted to just get my cavalry over to help out with this engagement as quickly as possible. It looks like it's just turned into a massive clusterfuck in the middle of this river. We've got the Germanic youths on this side throwing all of their javelins in, and that seems to be doing a ton of damage, while the club levy hold them back. So that's really interesting to see. The enemy's slingers are able to fire their rounds over the top of this melee. Have we forgot any men? Looks like I left behind the plebs, so I'll get them to come up to the formation as well. But yeah, I'm likely to get my light horse and Caesar with the legatus to run over and charge these units in the back. Because what looks like has happened is that the enemy has engaged all of their infantry at the front, and that has left their skirmishers incredibly vulnerable at the back. So we can take full advantage of that. Over on the right, we've got mercenary spear brothers killing off light horse. So that's working well for our Germanic allies.
Light horse!
So what I'm going to do, probably use wedge formations. And we'll just charge straight into the back of these skirmisher units. Then the legatus can come up, and we can use him to possibly buff some of our units. I'm not sure if you can buff allies. I will have to try that one out. These mercenary longbow hunters having a fun time firing full volleys into the side of this melee.
The battle is turning in our favour.
It looks like, yeah, it's already turning in our favour, even though we haven't done anything yet. So, light horse in position. Let's say goodbye to the enemy skirmishers. The best part is you can even use frenzy charge. Oh look, they've seen me coming. Too late. Absolutely crushed them. I'm going to get my general to charge in as well. And boom. Well, let's see if we can use one of our special abilities on the allies. We'll use Loyalty of the 10th. I'm not sure what it does, but we'll try it out.
Yes, come on.
We can as well. That's insane. Let's see what it does. It increases the defense and makes them unbreakable. Wow.
Our general is under attack.
Okay, so basically it means they can't shatter or lose any morale for the time that the buff remains. That's incredible. And really, really useful. Okay, our army is probably in position now, I would guess. Yep, we can put them into a group, make that a formation group, and we'll start moving them towards the enemy. Right, so now our light horse have dealt with them. We can use them to charge into the back of this melee. We'll get my general to run off and try and cut down some of these men. There we go, light horse charging straight into the back. It's going to affect the morale of all these units quite a lot. And we need to get these light horse to break off and attack these slingers, because otherwise they're going to start to do a lot of damage to my horsemen. I'll keep my general in and the engagement.
Horsemen! Quickly now!
Right, we're going to pull back these light horse, and we're going to charge in there again once we've sorted out the formation. Right, the Celtic slingers are pretty much crushed here.
Light horse!
And we'll use those light horse to finish off these Celtic skirmishers.
Horsemen!
These light horse can charge back into the axe warriors here.
Yeah!
Should help out a lot.
We await orders.
My general's
The enemy general is
having
dead.
plenty of fun with the Celtic skirmishers, but hopefully Caesar won't die. I think everyone knows exactly what this game is like sometimes. It's like the unlucky time that you send in your general to actually fight, he gets killed. Hopefully that won't happen. Let's get these light horse back over to assist my other unit of light horse in attacking the flanks of this melee.
Light horse!
Gonna break off these fellas and get them back,
Understood!
and we can charge them in again. Oh, the spear warriors and axe warriors both shattered. Well, that's interesting. Over here we have a unit of Celtic warriors that have been caught out that I completely miss. Let's get a couple units of legionaries over there to help out. And these spear warriors seem to be wavering, which is interesting. And they're gone. Wow. Okay. Well, that works, I guess. The majority of this Ravrissi army just chain mounted by the looks of things, and they're going to get utterly slaughtered by the Germans and my cavalry. Okay, not really sure if my warriors are going to catch up. They probably will. So we'll keep them on the run, spread them out a bit so they can cut down all of these enemies. See if I can get the legionaries to chase after another unit as well, because it looks like this one will be run down. These spear warriors have been running backwards and forwards, so they're fatigued like hell. But it seems my cavalry's managed to lock down a lot of the Ravrissis who are trying to run away, and that's allowed the German infantry to kill them off. I'm going to get my cavalry to continue the pursuit over there. And it looks like my Celtic warriors have cleaned up this unit of spear warriors. And we will attempt to do the same on the other unit before they get off the field. So we're just going to speed it up. And I think we've dealt with pretty much all of the units we can. going to stop my artillery from firing so I don't get any friendly fire. Are these guys going to catch up? I don't think so. Looks like they've managed to get away with a full unit of spear warriors. That's annoying, because it means I'm going to have to go clean those up. But look at all those dead bodies. Sometimes you just wish that the blood effects would be a bit more accurate, because surely if that many people died in a fjord, this river would just be covered in blood and it would just flow down. But I guess they don't want to be that bloodthirsty. Well, with that unit escaping anyway, I think I'm going to quit the battle there. Decisive victory. 833 losses for our ally, 172 losses for us, and 2,369 for the enemy. Incredibly nice of the Germans to help me out there, especially considering I was just at war with them. But we're going to kill those captives, and then next time we'll have to go... Oh, maybe not. I was going to say next time we would have to go and deal with that army, but it seems as though the Germans are very eager and they want to get rid of them completely. So I'm just going to auto-resolve this with an aggressive stance, and that's job done. That is another unit of barbarians dealt with. So let's go ahead, kill the captives, and the rebels are gone from Rauracon.
War! We will make your homes a wasteland, despoil your women, enslave your children, and desecrate your ancestors' graves.
Wow, that's pretty mean. But the Ossismii have declared war on me. Not really sure how they're going to get to me, because the Santonas are in the way, and the Pictonas. So I guess they might attack me from sea. But either way, we're at war with them now. And, well, it looks like the general got resurrected from the dead and is going to be used to attack the first garrison army of Vienna. I'm not really sure if there's much point in trying to defend this, but I guess we can go ahead and have a go. Should be pretty interesting, I guess, to see if the legionaries can hold out against all of these cavalry units and spear warriors. Let's see if we can do as much damage as possible, jump in and fight this one on the battle map. Okay, so the enemy has split up their army. They're going to come from this direction and from this direction. And I've got to defend this square. Okay, so that's quite interesting because it's going to allow me to just defend across this area here. And that's probably how I'll do it. I'll just defend across here with a unit of legionaries. You can get the Vigilets in front to sponge any missile attacks. And I guess we can just back them up with Levy Freeman. We'll get the skirmishers in positions to fire across the melee. And that will do nicely. Plebs can be here just to sponge up missile attacks. With the two Vigilets, we'll keep them facing on the flanks for now, just in case the cavalry decides to come round the side. But if we can hold them here, I think we will end up doing quite a lot of damage with the legionaries. I'm just really scared of the amount of skirmishers they have. We'll have to wait and see. Let's go ahead and start the battle and find out. Gonna turn these skirmishers off their skirmish mode, and let's listen to the general.
Any day is a good day for killing Gauls, but today it feels particularly right and proper. So let's be at them.
Well, that was one of the worst general speeches I've ever heard. I'm not exactly sure if these guys feel too inspired. Normally the garrison troops do just end up running away, and it looks like I was right with the cavalry. They are going to be running around the back of our men. But what I can do is get the Vigilés into a deeper ranks by moving them forwards. Then I can get one of these skirmisher units to turn round and pepper those cavalry as they attack. It also might be worth putting some plebs in front. Oh, never mind. The heavy horse are going round that way instead. Okay then. Right, so the Vigilés are bracing. We might be able to get a volley onto these heavy horse before they attack us. Nope. But they are going to be peppered down while they're in the engagement. So we might actually destroy a unit of heavy horse here. Wow, that's a lot of damage done there. Okay, let's replace these Vigilés with another unit of Vigilés. And we'll get the legionaries back because they seem to be taking missile fire from the slingers. We need to basically make sure that our legionaries stay alive as best as they can until they're in the melee. Because the enemy won't fire onto their own men in the melee, which will make it a lot easier for them to remain alive. Okay, so we're going to get the levy freemen to directly engage the horsemen, and then we'll get the legionaries to push into this fight on the left. Got my general, if they continue on the right, I think I'll get them in there to attack as well. Make sure that the skirmishers aren't in a melee engagement.
Our general is under attack.
We'll make sure that we continue the ranged engagement. Vigilés weakening. And my levy freemen have run away. Wow. Well, that's pretty poor. I'm going to select both of these skirmisher units and tell them to fire at the full unit of heavy horse.
Now! Take aim! Lose!
So we might be able to make one of them rout. There's a lot of horsemen dying. The legionaries seem to be having fun on this side.
Our men flee the field of
Vigilés don't know.
This is a shameful display.
Right, let's get these Vigilés in to fill the gap. We'll continue pushing forwards with our men.
We'll kill them all!
The skirmishers can start firing into the melee, I think. Although they might not get very effective shots by doing so. You just need to make sure that these heavy horse die, I think. Just make sure that the entire unit is destroyed so we don't have to face it again later on. Come on, skirmishers, do me proud. Heavy horse and 13 men there. And the legionaries holding pretty well.
Legionaries! Roma! Skirmishers! Loose!
It's good because the cavalry stand taller than all of the rest of the men, so the skirmishers can continue to fire on them. It's kind of annoying when it bugs out though, like this, like they don't want to actually attack. Seems a bit dumb. Alright, I'm trying to get these last skirmishers here to actually fire their volleys. Maybe we can throw them at the guys at the back.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Okay. I may as well get the plebs in there. Get these Vigilets actually turn into the fight properly. So at the moment their formation is so messed up.
Orders understood. Advance!
Ready and waiting.
Now, the plebs aren't enjoying themselves, but the legionaries are doing alright. The skirmishers are out of ammo now. Let's reinforce on the left. We're holding them back quite nicely. But, I'm just waiting for the chain route really.
Melee troops awaiting orders.
Still being peppered a lot by these Celtic skirmishers, which isn't helping.
Jupiter gives us Commander.
Some more plebs here coming in.
Our men flee the
Oh,
field
but there
of
go the
battle.
Vigilets.
This is a
100
shameful display.
men in the Vigilet units. Route before, what is that, like the 55 unit of plebs? I just don't get it sometimes. I really don't. Right, here comes the chain route. Looks like our men will end up getting cut down.
This is a shameful
Yeah, there we go. Decisive defeat. They lost 494 men. We killed off a couple of their heavy horse units, which is nice. And we lost, obviously, pretty much our entire army because of that. But just a garrison. I'm just hoping that we killed off a couple of their units. We did not. They survived with 4 men in both of those heavy horse units. But we did damage them a lot, I guess. And hopefully they won't be fully replenished in the next turn. But now we have another battle. My garrison army against the Helvetii rebels defending Octodoron. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play this battle in this episode because it has unfortunately been my time. But I look forward to defending against an army of rebels with walls because I think it'll be a lot easier. But either way, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.